having a nice time. Smelling on my head. It's violet gold. We having a nice time. A nice time. Them trees are looking all so fine. Decorated with neon lights. It's Christmas. It's coming. It's Christmas. I'm waiting now to receive my gift. You know it's something I can't resist. It's coming. It's Christmas. Yeah. I said coming. We having a nice time. We having a nice time.
WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
I wonder if somebody out there knows what the actual song for this rhythm is. If you do, message on your WhatsApp. Let me see how bright you are this morning. All right. We are back with you for Activated Mornings session, another segment on this morning's program. And in studio, you have Dianna, Cain, and myself, Roleza Samuel. And we are back with you. At this time, we are or should be expecting a call from Kingsley. So Kingsley, if you are hearing us, you can go right ahead and call us at this time. All right. Just going to give him a few seconds to see if he calls. And in the meantime, somebody could go ahead and type on your WhatsApp if you know what song this instrumental is about. All right, so I think 10 seconds up. So if Kingsley is hearing us, he can feel free to call during the segment. But we will go ahead with our topic at this time.
All right. So our topic this morning, something very interesting. I'm very interested. I have to chuckle. I was reading it from Eyewitness News, and I just had to chuckle at the way Kenton structured the article. Kenton, big up you. So there is an article about a story about a woman who met a guy one morning. So she's in her yard, she's hanging out clothes, and she sees somebody who she knows from the village, and she said, hey, how you look so like you sleep under bed. You know, sometimes when persons are looking a bit rough and rugged and rumpled, we would say that to them, oh, you look like you sleep under bed. So turns out the man actually did sleep under a bed. But he did not just sleep under any bed. He slept under her bed. He was actually... Madness. That is it. He actually... You could imagine, just imagine saying that to him. And it turns out that he actually slept under her bed. But it's actually not something to laugh about, because at around 1 o'clock in the morning, this gentleman went into... Well, he was already under the bed. The lady came home at about that time. She had been to an event before. She came home at about that time. She slept. She woke up in the morning. She went outside to hang out her clothes. That's when she saw the neighbor. So all this time when she came in at 1 o'clock, he was already under her bed. Right? Now her son saw when the gentleman came from underneath the bed, but he said he did not say anything to his mother because he was afraid that the man would attack him. So this man told the court he was by his mother's place, and somehow he just ended up underneath the woman's bed. It seems as if it was a case of teleportation. You know what teleporting is? You're in one place and then you just close your eye and blink or something and you end up in another place. So that's what the man said to the court. And this is a 40-something-year-old man, right? So he said to the court he was in his mother's house and he just found himself underneath the woman's bed. Right now, the court charged him, so he was fined $400, which he has to pay in 2 months, or he's going to spend 4 months in jail. He was also bonded for 6 months in the sum of $600, and the court charged him because somebody said the man didn't snore. Probably, because the little boy said that he heard strange noises coming from under the bed. So who knows? He might have been snoring. right? So the court charged them because the judge said to him, no. What reason do you have to go into the person's house at this time, this time of the night? You had intentions to do something foul. So you are being charged, for that. And he was also warned. It seemed as if he was under the influence of a particular substance. I would have said his tea, but it's late in the night, so it was his dinner.
Well, from the other article we read earlier this week, they call rum tea.
No, they call it tea because there's some rum men who drink it first thing in the morning, but it's in the night, so it wasn't his tea that time. It was dinner tea.
Well, you could drink tea dinner time too,
True. So there you have it. What an interesting thing.
So Evan, thank you very much. So Evan is saying that man didn't snore. This is the thing that why it says I find the stories to be so strange, right? So somebody falls asleep under your bed, but somehow you just knock out completely when you're sleeping.
Yeah, well, some people don't snore.
I don't know. I am
quietly,
just saying.
But the little boy did say he heard strange noises from underneath the bed.
From under the bed?
Yeah, so I don't know if he was turning or he was snoring or what.
That's why I found the story to be so strange because, yes, I know that not not every man snores. But the thing of it is that, did he just sleep in one position whole night? Did he not turn? Did he not twist? So to me, the whole story was just so strange. I mean, it's not totally unbelievable, but it was just so strange because I'm just saying, even people have a scent, people have a scent as well. So
but then if he goes, she was not home when he went in there. So if he goes...
No, but if you're sleeping in your room, won't you necessarily pick somebody else in your room who doesn't belong to your family?
Maybe
right?
he had an scent. But
I don't know. It was just so strange to me. It was a strange story. And, I think what it is that worries me is what could have possibly happened.
Yeah.
Because the little boy was afraid to say anything. Mm-hmm. But had this man... maybe he was so under the influence that he did not consider doing anything. He just passed right out. But I don't know, boy.
He could have had plans, but while waiting,
he dropped sleep.
Yeah, he dropped sleep on the watch.
So I guess it was effective, and in this case, it was needed. But these stories actually worry me and they frighten me in a sense. Not for me personally, but I know that not everybody's home is as secure as it's supposed to be. And in many communities and many villages, they still go about not necessarily securing doors, securing windows. They're a little bit more open because you are within the community and you're not expecting your fellow villagers or community persons to, just walk into your home and do these type of things, But it is worrying for me because it's just a bit too easy, right? It was just a bit too easy. And the potential of what could have possibly happened is what worries me. Yeah.
Always look under your bed. Boy, my mother taught me this. My mother told me this years ago, and I always do it. Anytime. She said, anytime you come in your house at night, always look under your bed. And I always do it.
But me just
even though the house is locked and I go and I still meet it locked, I still check under my bed and check in. I have a room there that's a little bit dark. I turn on the lights, I go in and I make a check. Yeah.
But one of the other things you should check though is behind your shower curtain. Behind your shower curtain inside the shower because listen, when I tell you, no, but let me tell you, right? So I was watching crime documentaries and this is exactly what had happened. Somebody broke into a woman's house one time and he hid in the bathroom. He hid behind the shower curtain because you're not expecting somebody to be behind it. So for me, that is actually the place that I would probably check. Must be because of the thing that I looked at, but that is actually one of the places that I would check behind in the shower. And well, you're saying under the bed, but gosh, to have to live like this is just
I know, right?
it's just yeah. But in other weird stories, this is when rich people don't know what to do with their money, but what we gonna do? You can't tell people how to spend their money. So on the weekend, I think it's not on the weekend, last week. I don't know how many of you love art. I don't know how many of you love
an artist.
interpretive art, but a banana with a duct tape that was just placed on a wall, sold on a canvas, was sold for $6.24 million. Right? We're not making this up, folks. And it's not the first time that it has happened, right? $6.24 million. And the auctioneer said that the work is described as being iconic and disruptive, right? While joking that selling the bananas on auction were words he never thought he would see. And so it's not the first time that it has happened, as I mentioned, and it was sold to somebody, the founder of some cryptocurrency platform, right? But you know what it is that really annoys me? Should I be annoyed? Do I have the right to be annoyed? I don't even know. But you know, one of the things that really annoys me is the fact that you are going to spend $6.24 million on something that is going to, what you call these, perishable? It's going to degrade.
Yeah,
right?
but the person eat the banana after. You buy 6. That's a real expensive banana.
I think, and they only paid 50 cents for the banana.
Listen
right?
to me.
And this is what it is that frustrates me with people who have money, because I think sometimes they don't know what to do with it. Now, again, it's not my place to tell anybody how to spend their money, but $6.24 million for a banana is ridiculous, right? I know that when the Notre Dame Cathedral, when there was a fire at that had happened, and there were persons, a lot of billionaires, millionaires, etc., donating money to help fix back the cathedral. Now, there was nothing wrong with doing that, right? But many of them came under criticism because of the fact that they're saying, well, if rich people actually mean to end social injustices in the world, they can't do it, because if they feel that having their name tied to things such as these makes them look like they're all for the culture and all for restoring and preservation of historic things, then what about actual human beings?
That's the thing. They just don't want to. And that's why, because, some person, they're enjoying the benefits of being up there. I don't want the rest of you to be on the same level as me. Hello, please. Look at me. So, that's one of the reasons they most definitely can. And if you think that that banana was ridiculous, there actually was an invisible art. Listen to me. You go into this space, you see nothing there, but the artist is telling you that there is art and it costs. Somebody paid $1 million for it, okay? For nothing. Listen, for nothing. For nothing, people.
I just want
what am I doing with my life?
I just want for these rich folks to know that
I exist.
That I exist, right? I am a walking artist. I am a walking whatever you want to term it. Many of us down here, are walking contributions to the overall culture of SVG or whatever we want, however we want to term that. All right. So, I mean, it's ridiculous, but I suppose this is what makes life interesting, where you have the different types of people in this world.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. They do some very ridiculous stuff. I remember not too long ago, one of those fashion people like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or one of those had some stocking. You know when nonsense. When your stocking gets a hole or strand, you throw it out. You need to get a new stocking. They had some stockings with holy stockings, and thousands of dollars was for this thing.
But not just that. Like there is the trend of, so I could understand ripped jeans, right? The ripped well, hold on, right? Let me qualify that properly. I can understand small riffs in a jeans, right? But you see the big tail like a dog run you down and you fall along and the whole thing bursts away. Them kind of jeans I don't understand, right? But you're going into a store and you are buying clothing with holes in it. People explain this to me. You are deliberately going into a store and buying clothing with holes.
But when your clothes get a hole, you throw it out.
Or you wear it at home. It's like, people.
It's fashion.
It's nonsense.
Fashion.
It's nonsense. All right. So that is going to wrap up this particular segment of this morning. Remember that coming up at 8:05 or thereabouts, we are going to be conducting an interview with Mr. Ricky Wright, manager of the engineering department at Finlec, and Mr. Lonzel Jones, deputy chief electrical inspector at the Electrical Inspectorate Division. And we are going to be talking on electricity usage and conservation methods, what you should know. So don't you go anywhere.